It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Friday, the 20th of January. I'm James Spann, getting set for what could be an active weekend with a chance of severe storms across much of the Deep South. We'll see if we can sort things out, give you a look at the magnitude of the threat and the timing. This is the water vapor satellite view early this morning. The trough that brought the rain and storms yesterday and last night lifting out. We are in between waves today. The weather should be fairly quiet through early tonight. Starting off the day around 60 in most spots, and again today will be over 70 as this warm January weather continues, but that's going to change next week. Around the nation, we have no true Arctic air. Temperatures are generally above average, but again, we have a pattern flip coming next week, and it looks much, much colder. Fog seems to be the main problem for the country this morning. Much of the central U.S. under dense fog advisories, also parts of the western Gulf Coast. And still some winter storm warnings in the western states, including the mountains of Arizona. But let's look at the convective outlooks from the guys at SPC. This is for today, tonight, and early tomorrow. Keep in mind, this outlook runs through 6 a.m. tomorrow. In Alabama, we've got the standard slight risk from Tuscaloosa south to Mobile. That's the area in yellow. A marginal risk up to Birmingham. And this is for a batch of storms that will be coming in here after midnight tonight into the pre-dawn hours. So that's round number one. Now, this is for tomorrow. This is day two. Tomorrow night into very early Sunday morning. This runs until 6 a.m. Sunday. And we have an enhanced risk over parts of West Alabama, the standard slight risk, the areas in yellow for the rest of the state. And there could be multiple severe weather opportunities during this window. Now, this is day three. This is for Sunday, the daytime Sunday after 6 a.m., and a marginal risk from Birmingham south and east, the standard slight risk from Montgomery south and east, and an enhanced risk down over parts of South Georgia and Florida. And we will sort all of this out and talk about it. Additional rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning, about 1 to 3 inches for much of the state. Had some really good rain yesterday and last night. We'll see more good rain at times this weekend. So here we go, model fans. The GFS, this is the 06E run, valid today at noon. Troughing to the west, and again, we're kind of in between waves today. Clouds this morning, the sun could pop out this afternoon. A small chance of a shower, mid-70s. A very warm air mass. This is tomorrow, and the trough gets closer. Let me just jump to Sunday, and you can see that the GFS cuts this thing off into a deep upper low that's north of Jackson, Mississippi. And anytime you see those boogers in January, something's going to happen of more than likely significance. If it were colder, that would be a nasty-looking snow event under the cold core. But it's not cold, and out ahead of that, we certainly could see some strong to severe storms. The bottom line is there's very good upper support for the system with unstable air and a deep layer shear in place. The stage is set for some problems. So I think in terms of the timing of these things, round one is the easiest one to show you now. Confidence is high in that we'll have a round of storms well after midnight tonight and tomorrow morning. This is 6 a.m. tomorrow. And this is coming off the high-res NAM, showing a pretty good batch of storms right through central Alabama. I'd say the window for this would open maybe about 3 a.m. and run through maybe 9 a.m., that 6-hour window. The instability is obviously at that hour of the day. This is 6 in the morning, will be low, but still, that's pretty robust for January at 6 a.m. And again, the shear values are very high across parts of West Alabama. So this first batch, we could see large hail, damaging wind, and maybe even a tornado. That's early tomorrow morning. Now, at 3 o'clock, by the way, I was going to show you the updraft helicity product. And this product kind of gives you an idea where storms might rotate. And you can see two areas, and this is between now, this would be for the first round, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. One max down over South Alabama, one right through the Interstate 20 corridor. So that's the reason we're saying tornadoes are certainly possible here. Now, this is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. There could be a lull at that point. Now, the air is going to be unstable, and some isolated storm might even pop up. And we will have to watch the radar trends. And if a storm might pop up during the afternoon tomorrow, it could be severe. But for now, the NAM is not showing much. The afternoon could be quiet, but we can't promise that. That might be round 2, if you will, the chance of scattered afternoon storms. But then round 3, and this is, again, a little higher confidence, comes very early Sunday morning. This is 4 a.m. Sunday off the new 3-kilometer NAM, and it's got a batch of storms coming through the northern half of the state. And those could be severe with the possibility of large hail, damaging winds, and maybe a tornado. So as you can see, the weekend looking very unsettled, and then this is back to the synoptic scale look Sunday at midday. A deep surface low is southwest of Memphis. And again, we'll maintain the chance of showers and storms on Sunday. The higher severe weather chance for where we are most likely early Sunday morning, then shifting down to the south and east by Sunday afternoon. So, again, you know the deal. If you watch these videos, you're good. But you need to tell your friends and neighbors to be sure they can get warnings and kind of have an action plan ready to go. We certainly can have tornadoes in January. It's not that odd. You might recall we had a fairly big day on the 23rd of January, 2012. That was the morning that Clay and Centerpoint were hit. So we'll be watching the weekend carefully. Now, Monday, system lifting out. We're turning noticeably colder. Highs drop in the 50s, maybe some lingering light rain, especially Monday morning, and kind of a strong north wind. It'll be a raw day. Tuesday, mostly sunny with low 60s. Wednesday, clouds increase, maybe some rain. And Thursday, we get a pretty good north gradient here. North wind, a 1032 high to the north. That looks like a cold and wet day. Periods of rain will probably stay in the 40s all day if this verifies. And this is a week from today, Friday the 27th. Upper troughing over the east. Very cold air dropping in. And temperatures go way below average. That'd be highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s if this were to verify. And this is the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday the 29th. Deep trough over the east. A dry, cold air mass and temperatures way below average. And this is suggesting we might even see highs dropping in the 30s at some point toward the end of the month. Now, you're not going to see that reflected here in the ensemble. This is off the European. But the screaming message is that it should turn sharply colder out there toward the end of January, first part of February. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on television. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.